Tired of buying a bunch of different shorts for working out, looking good, and just life in general? Try Bird Dogs. They feel like gym shorts, but look like khaki shorts. The ultra-breathable fabric keeps you cool, and the built-in liner is an added layer of support. To top it all off, Bird Dog shorts look so good you can wear them anywhere. Go to birddogs.com/MLB and enter promo code BASEBALL for a free baseball hat with your order. That's birddogs.com/MLB, promo code BASEBALL for a free hat. You won't want to take your Bird Dogs off, we promise you.
Imagine you're looking at a balancing scale with everything you do for other people on one side and everything you do for yourself on the other side. If it isn't balanced, maybe it's time to spend a little more time on you. And therapy is a great place to start. BetterHelp connects you with a licensed therapist online who can help you find that balance and stick to it. Visit BetterHelp.com/positive to get 10% off your first month. That's BetterHelp.com/positive.
All right, welcome back in, everybody. Let's talk a little golf here. Tommy, golf guy. Scale of 1 to 10. How excited are you for this U.S. Open?
I'm probably a 7 or an 8. I like the U.S. Open. It's probably my second favorite after the Masters. Probably goes Masters, U.S. Open, British Open, PGA Championship. I'm excited for this. The U.S. Open traditionally is an incredibly tough setup, and it's like a battle of attrition out there usually for the golfers. And I don't know. I guess I'm kind of a masochist. It makes it fun to watch.
I am too. And look, there is pleasure in watching the best in the world struggle, just like I do. I don't have a problem with that. Is this course like? What do we think about and like this LA Country Club? Like it seems like it's maybe even more exclusive and secretive than Augusta, right? Like
Yeah.
Is this thing really that? Because that seems like that's going to be this cool piece of this too, like access to this forbidden place that nobody besides the ultra rich ever have to even consider sniffing up. We get to look at it. That's kind of cool.
It makes strategy really, really important for these golfers and how you navigate the course and how you manage things. We talked to Sam Stevens about it on Friday and about he's never played LA Country Club before, but just from what he's researched on it, what I always enjoy watching with the U.S. Open are players that, if they hit a bad shot, what they do at that point. Because if the rough is so long that you can barely even find your ball, then at that point, you're probably not going for a pin. You're probably trying to punch out, or something like that. You're trying to minimize the damage. Sam said that, bogeys are going to be galore during the U.S. Open, but it's about avoiding the double bogeys. And that's where we've seen U.S. Open winners really thrive. When Gary Woodland won his, he minimized the big-time blow-up holes. And that's what these guys are going to have to do to try to win theirs.
All right, so let's take some swings here. Let's go over to BetMGM. Who you betting, Tommy? Because I think, based on what I hear, Scheffler and Rahm right now are the odds-on favorite, but they should be, and just because of their style. So I like the two of them. I like Colin Morikawa a little further down the board. I'll always put money on Woodland and Sam Stevens. Ryan Palmer too, but he's not playing in this, I don't think. So who is there anybody else? Like who? Well, number one, who's your pick? Right? Who do you think is going to win this tournament?
Yeah, I've already put money on an outright winner for Brooks Koepka. I think Koepka goes back-to-back. I don't like Brooks Koepka, and I've made that clear on the show before, but he's the kind of guy that when he plays in majors, he just locks in. And the fact that typically he's been able to navigate his way around really difficult layouts. That's why he's won two U.S. Opens already in his career. So I like him at 12-1. As much as I like Scottie Scheffler and Jon Rahm, I like those guys a lot. I would be rooting for them. I don't think the value is as good, though, to bet either one of them as outright winners. Brooks Koepka, who won the most recent major, is 12-1 odds, while Scottie Scheffler is 6-1 and Jon Rahm is 9-1.
Isn't that crazy?
I'd rather take that value with Koepka.
You never get 6-1 in a sport on the favorite, right? Like it's not good odds, but if you think he's going to win the tournament and getting 6-1, like it's not bad odds, I guess. Like I'd
rather find better value though with like a Koepka at 12-1.
But it doesn't matter if they don't win, right? So that's there's better value, but you still got to have the winner to bet the winner. We're just talking about betting the winner, and Chelsea can give us more insight tomorrow on other ways to bet.
Chelsea would flat out tell us not to bet a winner
don't
at
bet
all,
the winner,
and to look at a top 5 or a top 10.
Yeah, sometimes smart money's not fun money. If I'm betting golf, I'm betting a winner. Like that's because that's just a way. It's like I'm not going to a horse race to bet third place. Like we're betting winners here. That's more fun to me. But Chelsea will give us a more strategic way to look at it. I want to ask you about another player here because I've heard the same thing. Got to stay in the fairway. Got to be consistent. Got to do all those things. What about Jordan Spieth? Wasn't that Spieth's thing? Like, isn't that what he is? I know he's not where he once was, but isn't that kind of his game at 25-1? Doesn't Spieth make some sense in a setup like this to just kind of old man golf it, stay in the fairways, kind of putt pretty well, that kind of stuff?
Yeah, I mean, he's not that kind of golfer anymore. I mean, he gets kind of wild off the tee from time to time. He's improved and better than where he was when he was at the lowest point in his career a couple of years ago. I don't like risking that money on Jordan Spieth because you're typically guaranteed, at least a stretch, and it might not be a full round. It might just be a few holes that totally pull him out of contention. So I'm not going to bet Jordan Spieth to win. I might look at him as maybe a top 20 kind of guy, but I'm not going to put any money on Jordan Spieth to win.
I mean, I'm trying to follow this thing like, all right, well, let's go to hit fairway percentage. I don't even know what that is. But if guys can't be in the rough, doesn't it make sense? All right, let's go to who stays in the fairway. Well, and then there's guys at the top of this list I've never even heard of. Like who's I guess I've heard of them, but like they're not going to be guys we bet. So then it's like, okay,
I'll tell you a couple of names. I'll tell you some names that I like.
Cantlay,
I like Cantlay. I think
Cantlay's
a good bet. Cantlay's a good bet. I think Victor Hovland is a good bet as well.
I've heard his name
a lot. He typically plays pretty consistent, and his short game has improved significantly. So I don't mind Victor Hovland, but I'm not going to bet. I don't like Rory McIlroy because he's got such a monkey on his back to win another major. It's been almost a decade since he's done that, and until he shows that he can. And I love Rory, but I'm not going to put any money on him to win the U.S. Open. I want to see him do it before I'm willing to bet money on it. I don't like Jordan Spieth. I kind of like Cam Smith. He is the defending Open Championship winner from last season. Kind of like him. I think he's got, the game to be able to go in and win a U.S. Open, and there's really good value. I'm seeing him at 30-1, so I wouldn't mind throwing some money down on Cam Smith. I don't know. There are some other names out there. Matt Fitzpatrick, is a good option. I mean, didn't he win last year's U.S. Open? Matt Fitzpatrick did. He's the defending champion at 35-1. That might be a decent value to see if he can repeat. But the one guy I've already put money on, and I'll do more, but I've already put money on Brooks Koepka.
I have money on Morikawa, Scheffler, maybe Rahm for sure. Gary Woodland and Sam Stevens. I think that's who I've got. I think that's my group. So I don't know. These things are fun. I love golf majors, and I'm a very casual golf watcher, but I do love golf majors. They're fun. And the U.S. Open, I agree with you, is the second best usually because guys struggle, and so be it. That'll be it. I do.
By the way, if I'm going to take a really quick flyer on somebody that like way down the list. Nick Taylor, who won last week on the Canadian Open, is 200-1 to win the U.S. Open. I don't know really how that correlates or if it does at all, but 200-1, that might be worth throwing a couple pennies down on him.
Well, yeah, why not? Why not? Sam Stevens, Tommy? Sam Stevens on BetMGM right now. 300-1. Let's go. Let's get there. $5 wins like 1,700 or something crazy like that. Or 1,500. Let's get this done, Sam. Come on, do us all a favor here.
Make a lot of people a lot of money.
Yeah, or just us, because we're probably it on that bet. Real quick, I'm going to shift gears back to the Royals for a second because I'm just seeing this, Tommy. Preston Farr, who works for Royals Review, who you just mentioned. The Royals will not be eligible for the draft lottery in 2025 because small market teams can't have lottery picks in 3 straight years. So that basically means in the 2025 draft, they cannot pick any earlier than 10th, regardless of their record. I haven't thought about how the rules are changing. So I think they still can, they'll still pick early this year and could still pick really early in 24. Then they can't do it in 25. Sky's falling.
Bad. I don't have anything to say about that. It's bad.
goodness. Matt Quatrero, by the way, yesterday said they have no intention of trading Salvador Perez, which means nothing because nobody has any intention of doing it until they get the right offer. It's a weird one because I'll be just fine if they don't trade him, but they probably need to. Yikes. All right, let's take a quick break. Our last one. We'll come back. We'll set you up for the rest of the day. We'll set you up for tomorrow, which will be a big show. Lots of fun stuff coming there as well. I want to remind you again that Odyssey and KEYN bring you the Concerts in the Park, sponsored by IHOP. Free live music. It'll be Friday from 8 to 10 in Andover Central Park at the Capitol Federal Amphitheater, 1607 East Central Avenue in Andover. This Friday, it's the Lou Brown Band. You can bring your lawn chairs, blankets, and extra cash for the food trucks. No coolers allowed. Gates open at 6:30. And by the way, just quickly give you the rest of the weeks here. So you got the Lou Brown Band this week. You've got Across the Pond next week on the 23rd. You've got Annie Up on the 30th. And then July 7th, Lucky People. If you haven't seen that amphitheater, it's pretty cool, man. I like that out there. Thankfully, it wasn't, because it was really close to when the tornado hit last year. It's right there. Like, we lucked out not having that thing blown away, because it is a cool venue. So you can get out there and check that out. Again, we're partners on that, Odyssey and KYN. So get out there, check it out. Concerts in the Park, sponsored by IHOP. We'll take our final break. We'll come back. We'll get you set up for the rest of today and look ahead at tomorrow on the show. It's All Brockton Caster, Sports Daily. More right after this.
Prepare for a righteous reckoning in the new season of the HBO original series, The Righteous Gemstones. When the spoiled gemstone children finally get their wish to take control of the church, they discover leadership is harder than they imagined, and that their extravagant lifestyle comes with a heavy price. Starring Danny McBride, John Goodman, Edie Patterson, and Adam Devine. Watch the all-new season of The Righteous Gemstones this Sunday at 10 p.m. Eastern on Max. Subscription required. Visit max.com for details.
Looking for an adventure? Find yours in a Toyota. Like a Camry with stylish design and a reputation for reliability that can't be beat. Or go with a Corolla, both affordable and capable. With so many trims and features to choose from. Or check out the new Crown, presenting you with luxurious style and elegant amenities to make your day a breeze. No matter your adventure, Toyota has you covered. Visit buyatoyota.com for more. Toyota, let's go places.
Well, whether it be upcoming life changes or ongoing events that may be causing you unhappiness, California Psychics is here to help you along the way and provide the joy of certainty through the insights of their psychic advisors. Since 1995, California Psychics has been the place where millions of satisfied customers have connected with some of the most experienced psychics worldwide, advisors who possess outstanding psychic abilities. Whether you want to unlock a mystery, clear a path, or just boost your inner power, their psychics are here to help you in matters of love, relationships, money, career, and all the things that matter to you. Talk for just $1 a minute. Your reading will be accurate and confidential with one of our vetted psychics. Find the answers today. Visit CaliforniaPsychics.com to learn more. If it's not the best reading you've ever had, it's free. That's CaliforniaPsychics.com to connect with a California Psychic advisor today. We've all got a lot going on in our lives. Maybe you just want a little extra insight. One place to get it, CaliforniaPsychics.com. Connect with that California Psychic advisor today. One more time, CaliforniaPsychics.com.